Hey guys, and welcome back, or welcome if you are new here. I have mentioned in some of my previous videos, I am currently on a hair wellness journey, which means I am currently fixated on everything that will improve the overall health of my hair. I've been on this journey for about a month now. I went to my hairdresser to get a haircut, and that's where I really wanted to start from, with a clean foundation. Since then, I've just been taking really good care of it, applying minimal heat, making sure that everything's really hydrated, and sticking to somewhat of a routine with my hair, which is what I'm gonna break down for you guys here. Okay, to get us started, this is my new favorite hair device, and maybe even device in general that I've been loving to use at home. This was recommended to me by my hairdresser. I was complaining to him about my scalp. He recommended I pick up a scalp massager. This thing is electric and it is great at just like A, relaxing, and B, creating great stimulation for the scalp. It has 2 settings, and I really just take this in like motions from front to back and all around. I thought maybe my hair would get like knotted in this because my hair already knots really easily. It doesn't. It's fabulous. And I like to use this typically like before I start my hair routine on the same day that I'm going to wash my hair. The reason I don't like to use this on clean hair is because I am prone to some dandruff, especially if I have something kind of working at my scalp. I just don't want to mess around with it. So I typically only use this on like the last day before I'm going to wash my hair. And these pieces do come out so you can wash them. It's such an amazing little device. I know everyone's obsessed with the in-shower scalp massagers like this one. I cannot use them. It makes my hair so tangly and such a mess. It feels great, but it's just not worth kind of the disaster that it creates up here for me. This one comes with a little stand that you charge it on, and honestly, I was pretty shocked with the price. I think it was around like $20 US, maybe even less, but I'll be sure to link this for you guys if you're interested in checking it out. Okay, next step in my hair routine is going to be treating my ends and my scalp. For my scalp and my roots, I have been using Botanic Hearth, the rosemary hair oil, and the Miele rosemary mint scalp and hair strengthening oil. I've gone back and forth between the two. I don't have a strong preference. I kind of just like swap them out each time I'm gonna do it. I do much prefer this bottle because of the applicator that it comes with, so you can just stream it through your hair so seamlessly. And this one doesn't have as much rosemary oil in it, so it's not super strong. It doesn't give me a headache, where sometimes this one can be a little bit overwhelming for me. Next, to really saturate and hydrate my ends, I go in with one of 2 products. This is the Coconut Miracle Oil, the penetrating oil. This one I will lather from my mid-lengths down to my end, and then just pull up, let everything kind of marinate for a couple hours before I jump in the shower, or really as long as possible. Sometimes I only get 15 minutes if I'm in a rush, but I think better something than nothing. And if I don't want to use the oil on my ends, sometimes I will go in with a hair mask. I'll just dampen my ends with a mister, or just splashing with water and a comb. And then with a hair mask of choice, this is the Fino Premium Touch hair mask. Also a really great price point on Amazon. Between the two, I'd say I've been gravitating towards this oil more often than not, but I do like to switch it up and kind of just like change things out so my hair doesn't get used to one thing, hence why I'll switch throughout different products. Okay, so after I've let everything sit, I'm ready to jump in the shower. This is such a staple for me, no matter what, and I don't have to use it every single time I shower, but I use it every single week religiously, and that is the Nizoral Anti-Dandruff Shampoo. I've been struggling with dandruff for, I'd say, ever since I moved to California. And then from there, I've lived in California and I've lived in Dubai, and those 2 places really did not agree with my hair, with my scalp. My skin reacted really poorly. So since then, I've been using this, and it has been the most effective thing that I have found to treat this. I've tried so many other dandruff shampoos, and this one has truly been game-changing, life-changing even for me. This also acts as a great clarifying first step shampoo for me in my routine. So next I go in with a shampoo, a conditioning treatment, and I'm gonna give you guys a few different recommendations. These have been all of my favorite new finds from the drugstore. So one of my favorite shampoo and conditioner pairings that I have found from the drugstore is from Dove. This is gonna be their Bond Repair System. Their shampoo, and then this is the Bond Repair hair mask. I'm absolutely in love with these products together, separately, especially this hair mask. I feel like this is the best drugstore hair mask on the market. I also like to pair this with another shampoo that I really love from L'Oreal. This is the Elvive Hyaluron Pure. This is a purifying shampoo for oily scalp and dehydrated lengths. This one contains hyaluronic and salicylic acid. So if I want a deep clean without stripping and then a really deep conditioning treatment for my ends, this is the combo that I go for. This one is gonna be more nourishing and with that extra bond repair treatment in it. Another combo from L'Oreal that I am absolutely obsessed with and I have been running through because I love it so much is the L'Oreal Everpure Bond Repair Shampoo and Conditioner. If I really want to step it up a notch and give my hair a really glossy, really soft effect, I'll also do the L'Oreal. This is the Elvive Glycolic Gloss. It's a 5-minute treatment that you do in your hair between the shampoo and conditioner and really just makes such a big difference for me. I feel like my hair is like silk after using this and just really feels so soft to the touch. And those are going to be my favorite in-shower products. Something that I do like to do, I know I mentioned I really am not a fan of these scalp massagers because they tend to make my hair really tangly and knotted. I like to use this one that I got that has the more fine bristles to run through and brush the hair mask or my like glossing or conditioning treatments through the ends of my hair after they've sat for a few minutes. I'll start from the bottom and I'll just gently brush and comb through the lengths of my hair. And I feel like this really allows the product to be coating and fully absorbed in every single strand of my hair. This isn't a necessary step, but something I've been doing for so many years. Even before this, I used to use a wet brush in the shower and just really gently brush the conditioner through my ends. I also just find it so much easier to manage my hair as soon as I get out of the shower because there's no tangles, there's no de-knotting, it's all just like fresh and ready to go. I mentioned that I am not really using much heat on my hair. I've really just been trying to air dry, stay away from heat. And that was kind of hard for me at first because after using heat for so many years and falling in love with the Dyson Airwrap, I stopped liking the way that my hair naturally air dried. I just wasn't happy with the finished results. That led me to purchasing this product. This is again from the same line as the pre-oil that I use. And this is gonna be their air dry cream. This is really the first time I've seen a brand market a product like this in this way, because yes, you can use a standard leave-in conditioner, leave-in treatment and not put heat on your hair, but I wanted something specifically designed to give me fabulous results with an air dry because the results to me are night and day. This one has not disappointed me. First time I used it, I was blown away. My hair was so soft, it was so shiny, and it's allowed me to enjoy my air dries so much more than I did previously. Okay, next are hair oils, and I feel this is a very vital step because previously I was not always keeping my ends super hydrated, and now it's top of mind if I look in the mirror and they're looking a little bit dry, a little stale, a little frizzy. I'll just get some cream, some oil, and I will go through my ends just to make sure there's not going to be any breakage down here. So again, trying to stick with the drugstore theme, I decided that I was going to try the different offerings from the OGX line for the coconut oil. They have so many different versions. This one is the coconut oil, which is really light. So if you have fine hair like me, that's a perfect option. They also have a coconut milk anti-breakage serum. This is gonna be similar to the penetrating pre-treatment oil, except a little bit lighter. So these are two that I like to pick up and just kind of nourish my lengths, nourish my ends in between washes. Funny enough, I have really enjoyed my experience with the OGX coconut hair products, but I really dislike the smell. And I think that's only natural for me because I do not like to smell like a coconut. I don't like sweet scents. I don't like tropical scents. But that is very telling of how great the product is that I'm willing to walk around smelling like a coconut because of how well they work. If I don't want to smell like a coconut, I go in with Davines OI oil. This is not drugstore. Okay, my favorite leave-in treatment that I've been using recently, if I am going to be applying heat, meaning I'm going to blow dry, I'm not curling my hair right now, just to blow dry, is the Color Wow Dream Coat. There are a few reasons why I've specifically been sticking to this if I'm going to blow dry my hair. It is heat activated, which means the only time I'm gonna get to use this is when I'm blow drying my hair. It's humidity proof. It's a leave-in treatment. It acts like a high shine gloss. It locks in moisture like nobody's business. And my hair looks just as great the next day, even if I wore it up, even if I sleep on it. You cannot disrupt the gloss and the perfecting of your hair when you use this product. It's just a miraculous number. I love it. So if I'm using heat, this is what I'm using. Also, something that I've given up during this whole hair journey, which is a little tea, you know? I don't want to throw anyone under the bus because we've been best friends for basically our entire lives, is dry shampoo. You guys, I don't want to say specifically this dry shampoo because this is my favorite dry shampoo to exist, but during this hair journey I have decided I'm going to stop using dry shampoo for the time being. This isn't a permanent thing. It never could be because dry shampoo is my best friend, but I had one day that really stood out to me where I had just washed my hair and I wanted to prolong this wash because I was making plans, you know? I immediately applied the dry shampoo to my roots. And about an hour later, not even, maybe 30 minutes, I had so much irritation and itching and just like, it felt like a revolution that maybe all of my scalp issues have been self-inflicted. Not all. I know there's so many different factors of like water quality, humidity, where you are, like all these different things. And I have to put a disclaimer that it was not this dry shampoo. It was a different dry shampoo, one that I've talked about before. And I made the decision then and there that I was going to do an experiment, and during my hair journey, I'm done with dry shampoo for now. So now I am on a schedule for my washes because before I was able to get away with, you know, some gaps because of dry shampoo. Dry shampoo is great, but now I wash my hair every other day. So roughly 3 days a week, every other day. I used to say every third day, but that's like, I think that's every other day. So right now I'm doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Sunday's like, you know, the day to just kind of have an extra dirty day. Those are the days I wish I had dry shampoos, but instead of doing dry shampoo, I'm embracing like a moisturized slick back. Not a really tight slick back that gives you like a headache that's trying to be super stylish, but just like a nice, comfortable slick back. Maybe oil the ends, you know, have one of those days. But yeah, the hair journey has been going great. I feel like I can actively see less breakage happening, which is a miracle. But truly, I'm so excited for my next visit to my hairdresser because I want to see the look on their face when they say you basically don't need a haircut. Like, we can give you one, but you don't need it. That is my goal That is my ultimate goal. Anytime I go get my hair done, I don't want to cut it. I don't want to cut it because it's grown out so nicely, but they'll show me the ends and they're completely right that there's so much thinning because there was so much breakage done that I have to at least get rid of that bit. So this time I want to make sure that when I go in, that does not exist and we're simply growing. The craziest thing is I have had hair down to my butt, like very, very long hair for majority of like my teens and early adulthood. And then I decided voluntarily to cut it shorter, but then it would grow out again. It truly wasn't until I discovered the Dyson and really fun hairstyling that this became an issue for me. So as much as I love all the fun hairstyles, the blowouts, everything under the sun to be fabulous and just have fun and feel beautiful, now I need to go back to basics and just take care of my hair again, let her grow, let her be good, and just kind of take it easy. Like on days that I'm just hanging out at home, working from home, days where it's just not necessary to be giving myself a full-blown blowout, primarily for the purpose of my own joy, you know, that needs to be paused. That's been paused. Now we're only doing that when it's actually necessary. And I feel good about it. I'm excited, and I'm excited to share this journey with you guys, see the progress together, hopefully give you guys any good tips. If you are also looking to make your hair healthier and stronger and be able to grow it out longer. I think many girls that I've spoken to about hair, especially ones that do struggle in the same way with growing out their hair, growing the hair is not the problem. Not getting any breakage is the real problem. And I think also a lot of girls are in denial that this is all very self-inflicted, and we've fallen into the trap of over-processing, over-dyeing, putting too much heat, doing all the things, and sometimes you just need to take a step back from all of it. If you guys are also in the same process and same point right now, let me know. I would love to hear from you and hear that we are in this together. But I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions or if you have any recommendations or tips from me, let me know down in the comments. Also, if you guys want to see a full video or like a YouTube Shorts video of my hair wash day step by step, let me know. I wanted you guys to weigh in first before I actually do this. Maybe leave like a blue heart emoji in the comments so I know if that's something that you would like to see. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure to do so before you leave. I hope you have an amazing day, whatever you're doing, wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.